start getting more work? Was there?
Yes, I met new agents I didn't know. People that had you wanted it back. It's a shot in the arm, I guess. If I would have went, I mean, I went to Vegas, came back too, but if I would have went much further, I think I would have. I mean, my friend Tom Cotter, we've been friends. He was the second runner-up winner of it. We were on the same plane together. We've been friends for years. We're very supportive of one another. He's a great guy. I love the guy, and he is a very clever comedian. He lost to the Dog Act, and on the plane we were saying, he's going, Pizzi, you're going away. I'm going, no, I think you're going to go all the way. And then we're like arguing about each other. We get there, and his career now, he's getting huge money, and he's working all over. I mean, it changed his life for the next. Will it change his life forever? I don't know. But for the last year or so, he's been financially, I think, doing really great stuff. Where I didn't get those finances. Mm-hmm. I could have, I would have, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. But I'm not unhappy about it, because when I got bounced off of that show, that motivated me to start working on this chipper bit. Mm-hmm. See, it's taking like a year every bit. At this rate, I'll be dead. By the time I'm 60, I'll have 6 great things in the can for a one-man show, and I'll be dead. It's interesting. It was a great experience, and I don't judge it as being a negative thing. A lot of people don't like that stuff, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Now, the next thing I'm going to ask you is, if somebody was interested in getting into ventriloquism today, what advice would you give them?
Take your course.
Thank you.
What do I know? I don't know. I know the people like yourself that has the courses and the open air courses and stuff. I would assume that's the way to go, because I didn't learn in an orthodox way.
Perhaps I should ask you in a different way then. If somebody was talking to you and said, John, what would I do to become a performer?
That I think about a lot, more so than as a ventriloquist. And whether it's a performer or a ventriloquist, it's really basically the same thing. To me, I think you need to embrace being comfortable in front of people, finding who you are, which takes... There's 2 ways to find out who you are in my head. I think the first one, I went the long way, but there's other people. Let's take a comedian like an old comic like Rodney or Emo Phillips or somebody. Those are comics that have a definitive character, and those characters, once you know the character, you can write for it. So I always think the best ventriloquist puppet is when you look at it and immediately know who it is. When I see a character that's really strong, like Dan Page makes these bizarre characters, and I look at him, I immediately go, I know who it is. So it's easy to buy that, write for it, and bring it out. If you look at something that's just a cute puppet boy thing and you don't know really where to go, and you have to then develop the character for it and make people believe it, I think it's easy to sell something when it's defined. Mm-hmm. So you should have a really strong character, number 1. Number 2, you need the right material that's relative to the character. I said poignant this morning, which is not this word, maybe more on point to the character. Because getting the synergy of having a great character and then great material first is the basis of it, and then creating comedy that is for that particular theme group that you're working for, because it's different in corporate or in a cruise than it is for nuns, whatever it is that you do. So it's a combination of several things. And then you need the airtime, which I say airtime because pilots fly a lot before they get their permanent pilot license. You need lots of airtime to be able to pull it off well. So I know you know this.
I know, but again, we're talking to you're gonna have all kinds of people watching this. John, I'm not going to hold you up. I know. I'm so sorry to keep you up. Thank you so much for that.